From the deep dark reaches of Star Trek Online comes Nicodus and Greebug with another episode of Fleet Action.
Hello, and welcome to Fleet Action Report, episode 100. Yes, we've made it to 100. We're calling this episode the Centennial, and I would be Nicodus. Pleasure to be here.
I might be Greebug. I
You're
don't
the
know yet.
real Greebog.
I realized that I named the other account also Real Greebog, but it has a number on it, so I think that was my attempt to log into the account from another setup. Didn't work.
Or linking an account to Epic, because that creates a new account if you didn't do it a long time ago.
Yeah. Anyway, chaos.
So how's your week been, Greebog? Real Greebog.
My week, let's see, what have I done? I worked on this guy some on Wednesday, I believe Wednesday, yes. I played some Diablo Immortal. I don't know. It's Diablo, so yes, there's a lot of grindy. There's some interesting story, so I mean, at least there's that. My concern is, it seems the more you level, the more you unlock more of the buyer stuff, get further faster, and I'm concerned that if it keeps going that path, that once you get to endgame, a lot of the games I've played mobile-wise in the past, once you get to endgame, is the only route to progress is PvP. And the only way to win in PvP is to dump money in, so that way you can keep up with the other people that are dumping money in. And I really hope I am wrong on that assumption. I just know that is the trend with mobile games. That may not be the trend with Diablo Immortal. I have not reached endgame. So far it's been fun. Though I could get the same fun out of a Diablo game. So, outside of that, killed no one in D&D. I guess technically it was Pathfinder. But yeah, it's been a week. I feel like I'm struggling to remember. Oh, my raid team got to heroic Halandris. The big mecha crab thing, though it doesn't have claws. I don't know why people call it a crab. It's a four-legged turret, essentially. Yeah, that and heroic, that is interesting. So, how has your week been, and what have you been up to?
Primarily the same sort of stuff that you've been doing. I did play Diablo Immortal, but only through the tutorial, and that was only to unlock the pet and wings in Diablo 3. And then I moved on to Diablo 3, because, why not? I put a little bit of time and effort into Final Fantasy this week. I'm at 85, kind of slowly pushing my way up to max level, which is 90 right now. As always, there are so many things I love about that game. There was a scene I did, spoiler alert, a scene that I went through in the storyline where you're just chilling. You literally have a dinner with all your friends, and you're just all sitting around the table, having a good time, talking, getting along, sharing stories, laughing at each other's jokes. Like, it was just a real relaxing moment, and it was kind of cool to see that sort of thing in a RPG, MMORPG.
Putting spoons in bowls, stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. I absolutely adore that game, though. There's so many good things about that game. And then, of course, I've been spending a lot of time on Final Fantasy, on this game, on STO. Let me get my abbreviations correct here. Kind of leveling some alt characters, doing the daily with Kittis, and a little bit of playing Sonari. Now, I'll be honest with you guys. If I'm just logging into Sonari to up her dailies, I have not been recording or logging that, so there is some stuff that you guys missed, but it's all pretty minor. But I'll show you here. I've earned some dilithium. I've got 56 ore, which I can reduce that. I've got 48,000 ore and 41,000 refined now, which I'll probably use to buy some Phoenix boxes. But other than that, I've been avoiding this character until today. But yeah, that's pretty much been my week. Work and, normal life stuff that takes me away from my video games.
So far, I still have my feature-rich captain. the one with yeah. They have not reduced the feature from that captain. It's not that's a problem.
Did. There is a feature that they fixed on my Jem'Hadar captain.
Cool.
They finally fixed the error with the I can't even think right now. I'm losing my brain here. So when they came up with the Jem'Hadar captain pack that boosted you to 25, there's a couple things in there where the reps and activating that messed up the rep. Well, they put the 2 reps that were messed up to tier 6. They just gave me the tier 6, and they put 2 items in my inventory that are account unlocks that I can now bounce to other characters to put their reputations at tier 5. A couple of them. It's Gamma and I don't remember the other one. And I thought that was cool that they just boosted the 2 that were messed up to tier 6. I thought that was pretty cool.
Well, that was nice.
Is it competitive? Is it Gamma and competitive?
Maybe. I can't. I'd have to.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's been fun, but that's my week. What about this week in STO, Grievog?
Well, we still have Heart of the Storm, which means you have I guess it says 2 days. I thought we had hours. But you have until June 9th, 2 days, 13 hours to get the remainder of your completions done, or to gain more dilithium, depending upon where you're at with the whole thing. So hopefully you can get it done. It looks like it's pretty good ground set, so definitely worth trying to get that knocked out if you can. I would, if you have the Zen sitting in your account, it might, if you can afford it, it might not be a terrible thing to do a buyout on, though that is really an up to you thing. I mean, the ground set's pretty cool. Delta recruits are also ending on June 9th, which is the same time, so hurry up if you don't have Delta recruits, make them now. So you're running out of time.
So we're going to have a little bit of overlap there. The next event actually starts tomorrow, June 7th. It runs to June 28th. It's called Hold the Line at Pavo. It's a 3-week-long event. You require 2 weeks or 14 days of progress to get the reward. The reward is a Coalition Repulsor armor. We're not sure if it's literally just an armor or if it's a set item. There's precedence for both, and they have not actually released the stats yet. You do unlock, we know that this item will give you 3 appearances in the Tailor, and then you'll also get 3 featured TFO reward boxes, which you can turn into either a specialization point or an enhanced universal upgrade, and 25,000 dilithium. This is part of the event campaign, so this is, the 3rd event campaign booster. You can get closer to your you get 50 points of progress on that for each day that you do the event. The buyout will get you 700 points, and then you can still get an additional 50 for each day that you do the event. So this is the year-long thing that will reward a special ship, either a lockbox or promo ship, and 1,500 Lobi, or 2 tier 6 Zen ship coupons. And that's it. That's it for the week.
That's it. Oh, wait, no. If I would have said that, I wonder how many people know what movie I referenced. Probably not many.
Greebog, I went ahead and transwarped for Sunrise, since that's the first one on our list.
Okay. I was here at DS9. I just didn't go in yet.
So we are working on our new player challenge, and we keep going back and forth on this. Sometimes we call it the new character challenge. Sometimes we call it the new player challenge. New player challenge actually makes more sense because we are pretending to be brand new players. So this means our rules are no event reclaims unless this character has been part of that event. No Zen store or real money purchases. Promos that are free we can get, which is why this character has the Emperor's sword, because that was a promo giveaway that some company out there did. And I am wearing the Kumarki Visionary ground set because this character was a part of that event. And she has the synth android for the same reason. Most of the other stuff she's got equipped came from stuff I did on stream. Like I bought this stuff from the Phoenix store. This I bought off the exchange. So we are only putting on the character what we get on a live stream. And like I said, no reclaims. What else did I miss there, Greebog? I feel like I missed a rule.
I put it up there. No Zen purchases, no like account reclaims before the like event reclaims before the first contact event this last year. Well, the 2022 year. And yeah, no like the lithium store reclaimed stuff. You know, and crafted stuff. You know, the crafted stuff. You have to craft it yourself. Suck it up, Buttercup. Craft it yourself.
Okay, so I went ahead and picked up the person and then beamed out here. So what we are working on tonight is we're starting to do our budget builds for these characters, and since we can't spend Zen, this is positively going to be a budget build. So we're each going to run a couple episodes here. We're going to try and knock these out really quick just to get the drops that we want, and then we'll kind of show you the builds a little bit towards the end of tonight's show. Are you ready to begin Echoes of Light?
Oh, we're doing Echoes. I thought it said Sunrise.
I'm sorry, Sunrise. I've got both popped up. It is Sunrise.
It's the same start point.
Okay. Well, we'll do Sunrise, and then we can do Echoes. Doesn't matter. Echoes is yours. You want that Disruptor Beam Array.
Yes. I think that's what the last piece I need. I'd have to double check.
And I am getting dual heavy cannons. So here we go. Maybe. Oh yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Getting swamped with solar radiation. Try reducing the gain on your sensors. Initial results don't make any sense.
Oh, this is okay. I remember this.
Yeah, this Lucari group is where they were giving us a bunch more of the science-y type missions. So yeah.
Oh, minigame.
Oh, there's multiples. Okay.
You know, this is my least favorite minigame in this game.
Here, I'm just gonna get confused. I was right on top of one, and then I saw the circle. I was leaving a circle of another that apparently was much further away than I was.
If this is system...
It wants me to warp to the next map.
Yeah, that's fine. That's because I went through the minigame.
This is very strange.
Wow, we have a lot of people talking, I just noticed. Hi, Goofball. Hi, Tabby. Hi, Meme.
Results are coming in. If this is system...
Hi, whoever else is out there that's lurking.
Mem is so yeah. While we're doing an episode, I have the special audio things disabled. I normally enable them when doing the after show and the other fun stuff we do.
The after show.
Well, you know, the show that when we get done recording this. then it's not the show anymore. It's after the show.
Right. I gotcha. Are we doing the after show today?
Sure. As I'm just letting him do everything.
That's all right. I don't mind. I don't have anything to... Oh, there they are. They're behind me. Why are my weapons not firing?
Is your cloaked?
Oh, yeah, that would be it. I didn't know I was still cloaked.
Stop tractor beaming me. Bad touch.
Why don't I have shields?
Is your cloaked?
No.
Data
Not
is coming
anymore.
in now.
Because we're in a nebula.
Unusual coming in from the nebula.
Must have been.
No, we do not do STO after dark. I'm not saying there's something wrong with it, because everyone to each their own. It's just that is not. I keep my stuff private.
Well, and, we are trying to be kid-friendly here. Just because most kids aren't up at 11 o'clock doesn't mean that they don't watch the show later. At least I mark it. When I upload videos to YouTube, I mark it kid-friendly.
I don't.
Welcome to
I never assume that I'm kid-friendly.
Yes, these problems. We have a solar.
Oh, this thing. Right. Alright.
We're getting your telemetry now. The probe's made it out
And
of
there
orbit.
we go. I think you beat me to it.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do anything. I
Engaging secondary boosters to head out of planetary range.
I literally did nothing other than I told it to mark the trajectory path so that way we could see it, and then I assumed you were doing it.
It's gone to warp.
Should so be able to keep up with that probe.
The probe is arriving at the solar corona. Deploying
But whatever.
thermodynamic booster. No effect.
I always interrupt Kumarke. That's a really dark planet.
It didn't work. That was a...
My name is Cal Dan.
With apologies. All right.
It is,
Be
isn't
able
it?
to get a
It's-
lock on my ship interior.
Just from this vantage point, it's pure black. Or I guess it'd be a moon? Here, let me get... there we go, soft touch. Get my soft touch Gorn out. Oh, I might have an episode of Strange New Worlds I haven't watched. Oh no. Might be behind.
I am all caught up until Thursday. I am behind on a galaxy far, far away. I watched Stranger Things instead of Kenobi. I'm bad.
The last Strange New World I saw was the Gorn episode.
Oh yeah, you're one behind then.
I watched started watching the Orville.
I'm Cal Dano.
Like they have a
Oh,
new
yeah, the
episode
new
up.
That comes out tomorrow.
Here without crossing the intervening space. This is all
The second for the season, yes.
Quantum teleportation technology.
Welcome to my. I'll regulate the
Yeah.
device's
Oh.
matrix state from
Yeah,
this
yeah.
console.
Go.
Actually, I really like the Orville.
I like Orville too.
trying to skip these cutscenes.
Only one episode of the Orville is out. They are doing it weekly, like everything else.
No, it's season 3, New Horizons.
Yeah.
Just came out last week. New episode is out tomorrow. Episode 2 is out tomorrow.
So you can start watching it already. It's just, one episode at a time every week. So you haven't really missed anything. What are they? Who would know what these space spiders might be?
Space spiders. Well, they're space spiders, of course.
I have the device shielded in a force field, but I can't deploy it until these Tholians are out of the way. Shields are back up. They shouldn't be able to get any more boarding parties over.
Yeah, you would think that, wouldn't you?
It's fine. It'll be fine.
Caldano, come here.
We've got a breather.
Okay.
Now I just have to charge the device and prepare it for use.
Ah, the Orville.
Yeah, I forgot about Norm Macdonald until like that first episode. They put the yeah. I'm like, oh right, sad.
Just wonderful. Now the Tholians want my quantum phase inhibitor.
I'm guessing that they pre-recorded a bunch of stuff and maybe are able to take some of the old audio that he's done to try to help utilize the character still. Though Yaphet didn't speak a whole lot anyway. Unless he was on screen. Then he spoke.
You will surrender the talks you've had, or you will be destroyed.
No surrender. we don't surrender.
Who are you talking to?
The Tholians said surrender. We don't surrender.
Oh, come on. I'm gonna die in here.
The space spider said surrender.
Ooh, that was close. No surrender, no retreat. Never give up. Never surrender. Oh,
Yeah,
that's the wrong
that's what I was thinking of. Was the never give up, never surrender. But I just couldn't click. The brain just didn't click over.
Yeah, it took me a minute too. Oh, wow, more ships. I'm calling in some help.
Well, I'm trying to take advantage of. I tried to ambush.
I really need some better weapons on this guy.
Yeah, get stuck on your own web there, buddy. It tried to get away from me and ran into its own web.
Yeah, they're pretty good at that.
I know. Probably would just be like, I'm not your buddy, dude. I'm not your dude, friend. Not your friend. Oh.
Activating the rejuvenator.
Somebody's a fan. Hi, Tabby.
It's working. Look at the star. Check the spectral readings. The fusion process is reigniting. And
some of those ships have just arrived.
Oh
in our
no,
home system.
the
They're
Curry.
attacking our
They
homes.
can't
You'll
defend
have to
themselves.
stop them.
Oh,
We
that's
don't
what
have
we're
any
here for.
warships or space weapons.
got me. They've got me trapped. There we go. And they almost got me anyway.
I'm using the web to try to block things. Half of the army was on one, or the fleet is on one side, and I'm on the other.
I can't fight that many enemies in this ship.
Me neither. That's why I was using their wall, their wall to defend myself.
I even called helpers in, and I still died. You know, I remember they must have changed something a while back, because at one point in time, you could use attack pattern Omega to break out of holding beams and whatnot. But now, as soon as you get tractor beamed, it goes on a cooldown. Or at least when NPCs tractor beam you, it goes on a cooldown.
Have managed to get my ship in a web. I need your help.
Okay.
He needs our help.
Yep, and I'll head that way.
I don't know.
You guys are hitting pretty hard.
It is a recluse, so...
There we go. Oh, and it still got a shot off there at the end. I'm chasing that Weaver down. That was kind of fun.
I feel like... I got... Nope, I did not get...
I wish I could...
I think our friend the...
I need rip marks. That's what I'm getting close to getting the competitive engines, is where I'm at.
Oh, I gotcha. Because that's meta, right?
Well, and it's easy to get. It's rep based,
Yeah,
so I mean,
about what happened.
might as well, you know, go grab stuff that
Thank you for bringing me along.
is rep based.
Once we're back in Allied space, I'll take a shuttle home.
Okay, returning her home. And we should be done, I believe.
That depart system. I'm also trying to get my discovery rep up, because also, you know, yeah. All right, we should be able to.
Finding a new species, especially one with
And I'm going to grab the dual heavies.
I already have.
Now, we will test their metal and determine whether they will make worthy clients of the Empire. Our scientists will
There we
review
go.
your findings regarding this.
Get the console.
Serve the Empire well.
Serve the Empire well. Did I? I guess I got a spec point then, I guess. No, I
Okay.
didn't.
So let's just go ahead and run Echoes of Light, because we're right here.
All right.
And that's the next one on the list.
So Goofball can see me do this yet again, because this is the one I ran twice in one night. But to get that 3-piece set,
I can't move.
me neither. Says a briefing.
Okay. Got it. There we go.
My dear friend Kamarka.
Why the briefing didn't automatically pop up? Oh yes.
Our ship is ready.
Yeah, go.
Believe me, the next deal we make will be on
Oh, right. We get to go explore. We actually get to do Federation stuff, but we're not on our Federation characters.
Science. For science things.
Arrived on the outskirts of
I
the
am
system.
playing a science
There's a
character, so
large
this
field
should
of
be
rocky debris and
important,
ash.
but it's weird to see Klingons do this sort of stuff.
Readings coming in. Sensors are picking up some movement on the far
Oh, look,
side of the asteroid.
Gekly.
Not simple orbiting debris either.
Oh, minigame.
We've adjusted our power systems. An excellent idea. Data's coming.
Yeah. They're over there. I know. Stay close.
We're getting close-up readings from all of the creatures.
I'm
Oh,
close.
they're not even moving.
That's because I got in front of them. I blocked the path.
Well, that makes this
Treating us
really
like one
easy.
of their own.
Hey,
Trying to
folks.
talk to us
Don't be
with their
mean
radio
and
waves.
pin in the creatures. That's not nice. But it is kind of the Klingon way.
True. I want to scan you. Hold still. Kapla! Scan successful. We need to do another Klingon episode. Just for the fun of it.
Oh, that was the other.
Some kind
Warp to the next area. Yay. And then we get to see all our future ships.
Why your main and Kumarke?
sensors are.
Oh.
This comet is mostly ice and dust. There
Because
are
they're a big fan of Kumarke. Do you
I mean,
need to...
sure. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just curious. I don't know if there's a story there. Maybe his character's like hooking up with her.
Maybe.
Maybe they're siblings. I don't know.
the core samples.
Ah. And that's why this is not my favorite. There we go.
There is story, yeah, and yeah, it's a love story.
It's like ice.
Just like everybody else has a love story.
Cool.
Planet is geothermal in nature. Its surface is partially molten.
Wait for data,
Probe data received.
Yeah.
not
I'm
lore.
not
Don't
waiting.
wait for lore. Wait for data.
No life forms detected planetside. Then again, it is rather warm down there.
You know, I actually had a conversation about fan art with a coworker of mine just yesterday.
There they
He
are.
likes to do a lot of
Magnificent.
Seth MacFarlane art, like Family Guy and Simpsons and Futurama and stuff like that. And
The creatures are
I mean, I'm not an artist, so I don't know how that stuff works. He posts his stuff on a web page and whatnot. How can you get away with that though? Doesn't that break copyrights and whatnot? I mean, if you commissioned a picture of Kumarke, doesn't that violate Cryptic's rights or whatever? I don't know how that works.
They normally don't care if you're not making money off of it. Though, if you're commissioning it, normally it's still... You're paying for the time and not necessarily for... That person isn't really making a profit. They're just trying to get the money for their time. It's not like they're making mass prints and selling each one of them. I think that's the... Yeah. If said person were to turn around and then, try to make mass money out of the commissioned work, then Cryptic would definitely have a problem.
I know CBS in the past has come down really hard on like Star Trek fan films and whatnot. I don't know if that applies to what he's talking about or not. I just, like I said, I'm not an artist. I don't know. I'm a writer, but I'm not an artist.
I would say it's definitely a gray area that, yes, technically they probably could get in trouble for if you wanted to go by the letter of the law. I don't know that it would serve them well to go after all of the fan people.
That's fair. That's a fair point. All right, let's do this.
As long as they aren't mass producing and making money off of it, I doubt they will go off after everyone.
Look, there's some kind
Talking
of
about
large
fan
lecture
films,
further down
I
the
got
canyon.
an update from Axanar the other day. Apparently, they are going ahead and making their
Look at
fan
the
film
size of the
despite
plaza.
all the stuff that CBS has sent them previously.
These people must have had quite a developed culture. Let's take some readings up there. This looks like a...
Go to the door.
These murals...
Or
Well, okay, that's fair, Tabby, but I mean, they added the software into the game to take screenshots. So it's almost like they have already given us permission for that. And you're, like you said, you're not selling it. But commissioning a work means money. Typically, commissioning work means money's exchanging hands, and that's where my question was.
Thumbs and indicate a likely hand span of 22 centimeters.
I'll go get this one back
The wear
here.
patterns here show us that people leaned against here frequently.
well, then I will stay here because there will be a
These people had a stride that places them at
We got
beacon to
it.
put.
1.6 meters on average.
I'll get the one over here in the corner
Enhancers
behind the
online.
rocks.
The signal is strong and clear. 2 down.
Well,
2
and
to go.
it's yeah, the transformative work definitely is a big part of it. It's much like they don't come after us. Well, yes, we still use STO, like we are showing STO and all the things. We aren't getting
All
sued
enhancers online and standing by.
for streaming STO.
Here we go.
So
So
back
this
right
one
was first.
Note that the alien is using
Back left
colors in a
second.
specific
I'll
order.
Since you're standing by that one, I'll stand
Well,
by
I
this
know-
one.
Like LucasArts, for example, really embraces the fan films and whatnot. They
Them
do
making the murals
yearly
match up on each
competitions for fan films. They have commissioned fan films in the past, like the best lightsaber duel and stuff like that. So they're very supportive of the fan community. And Disney, even when Disney bought them, they seem to have kept that up. But CBS, on the other hand, a couple years ago, came down really hard on the fan community, and Axanar specifically got cease and desist orders and threatened to be sued and all kinds of stuff.
Looks like some
But,
kind of functionary.
They're going to go ahead and do their stuff anyway, so I don't know if that has changed or if they've just decided,
Do you hear that?
whatever, we're going to
That's
do
the
it
first
anyway.
pillar set in place.
Don't do it. Don't complete yours before I complete mine.
I know.
That's 2 pillars set
I'm just
into
moving
place.
the middle one.
Three
I just
pillars
remember
are
one
locked
time,
in.
one of the things was just one off, and like, oh, and it's done, and oh, we it, on. Some companies are very much more restrictive or protective, I guess would be a good way to put it, of their content. I would say in a way
That's
too
it.
much so.
Wait,
But some places are not. You know.
those inner doors across from the panel. I think the panel on the wall here can be pushed.
So in
open.
essence, to take away from this conversation here, they could do something if they really wanted to, but most of them won't.
I mean, if you start going after some of, like LucasArts, yeah, they could technically go after all the people that are putting up all this various stuff, but they also know that by doing so, they will be killing their fan base. You know, how much do you want to go after your fan base for making cool content that hurts them none?
There's extra questions in there too, as far as Star Wars goes. Like specifically, there's kind of a push right now for a lightsaber combat to be added to the Olympics, and I mean lightsabers are specific to Star Wars. Now, if they called them something different, like beam sabers or light swords or something like that that's not copyrighted, that would be one thing. But they don't. They're specifically referring to them as like a lightsaber competition. But I don't know if that would break any sort of copyright, or
they likely would have to get permission from, well, now the mouse, Big D.
That's fair.
I mean, any type of big of this thing, you're probably going to have to. Boy, I should not talk about Big D and then talk about big things. That does not sound good one after the other. There's an accolade back here for you. There you go.
Thanks, I guess.
Oh, did you not get it? Or have you already ran this mission before?
I don't think so. Maybe I wasn't close enough.
It essentially was like, hey, there's still people asleep here. You know.
That's fine. I'm in a hurry, and I'll have to run this again anyway. Well, if I want to get the stuff, that is. Oh no, it's the boss. Boss fight.
When the shooting starts, let the mercenaries handle it. Handle this, Captain.
Since we're out of options.
Okay. Oh no, I got a tribble. My inventory is going to be full of tribbles again.
More tribbles. I mean, WotC actually has been one of the biggest people to sue people over content and works once they acquired Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, but they also, I mean, they allow podcasts and whatnot where people are playing.
Well, it's also why they put out their... They have a specific document that states everything that is fair game that they have, and everything that is not. Like using Beholder is not fair game. That is something that they have extreme rights to. I say extreme because they will go after you if you use Beholder.
Really?
Yes. Which is why many third-party things will never call them Beholders or Eye Tyrants. I believe are the two phrases referencing them that is locked down.
Eye Stock Monster.
I've seen many various names, yeah. But,
there's that.
Alright, so this should get me, let's see. I have the torpedo, I already have the console, so I just need the beam array.
Beyond the Nexus. You mind hitting Beyond the Nexus?
I do not mind. And then I can replace... Is there anything that's not a disruptor? Oh, they're all disruptors now. Here, let's do that. And then do that. And then I need to save loadout twice.
Twice, huh?
That is the to make sure it sticks. That is what is recommended. Yes. You said
Okay.
brush, or which one did you say? Beyond the Nexus.
Yes, Beyond the Nexus. Brushfire is at the top of my list too.
Read through their licensing. They have it all public on what is acceptable and what is not.
The First Federation. They are somewhat.
There are certain things that WotC has copyrighted, and that it is theirs. You cannot use.
Something's...
I know it seems silly, but it's just the way they...
disrupted most of our systems. We're sitting ducks over here.
Why did I attack the Forestall?
You were confused. Dazed and confused. Oh wait, that's a movie.
But they're the good guys.
We're still trying to figure out what they hit us with.
You ready?
Sure.
Looks like...
Well, and I know WotC does support some of the streamers and whatnot. Like
This holodeck's down.
Epic NPC
Let's try the
Man
next one.
gets support from WotC, so WotC doesn't mind if they,
All right.
you know, stream stuff, and gave him permission to run a new adventure that wasn't even released to the public yet, and all kinds of stuff. So,
Well, sometimes they give people that kind of content to promote it. They will early release it for people so that way it can get promoted that way, which is kind of a whole nother,
Unless they change the program.
you know, ballpark.
yeah.
But I just know there are. I would have. When I was one time looking at creating content and potentially writing up stuff to put out there, I went through and read through the document, the OGL, and it spells out everything that is and is not acceptable.
Okay, that did it. Security systems are down on this deck, and they won't be put...
There, we shut it down. No more holographic boards trying to kill us.
I mean, it is good that they make it public, so it's not like it's hidden or any of that craziness.
Thank you for coming.
Picking up transporter signals, multiple contacts. We've got incoming.
Enemy contacts inbound.
I don't know how I'm stunning people with lightning bolts from the sky, but hey, whatever.
You just have that stunning personality.
Looks like we bought... I have a feeling...
Take the...
Hello, Captain. Okay, engineering. Are we... My map is too small. There we go. I see you're using that ground set too.
Yes, I
Does
am.
that make you a Pink Panther?
I guess I kind of am Pink Panther. Like any good kitty, I'm on the table.
Heads up.
Knocking stuff off.
Incoming.
That's the important thing. retake the ship from engineering without killing anybody.
The way you phrased that, retake the ship from engineering. Okay, so we're going to take it away from the engineering department. We're taking this ship and getting it away from engineering.
Where is LaFord? Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, mini games again.
Many games, many games. A600 has decommissioned.
Yeah, I really wish they wouldn't do that.
Give me a hand with it, and we can restore me.
Yeah, go away. I don't care.
That did it.
Okay, now we get to go take the bridge.
Go to bridge, go.
We are here to assist you.
I love that you started combat, so it started putting all the combat stuff into the screen, like the cutscene. I saw purple lightning. I'm like, oh, I need to escape out of this, otherwise I'm gonna miss combat. So it's gonna be all over.
I said I was skipping the cutscenes that it would let me skip.
I know.
Okay.
I just have a bad habit of just sometimes.
The Challenger stands ready to assist you.
My new phasers working good.
Nicely saved. You're
A lot better than my old ones.
Hey, depart system.
Wouldn't let me. I can still turn it in though. I need that. Okay, there we go. So it's time, but I'm okay running your episode if you would like to.
Interesting report. This alien was
Sure.
trapped for eons in the Nexus and wanted
Let me
to leave.
equip
Serve
my
the
phaser
Empire
here
well.
that I just got.
The Kintari and Lukari government serve the Empire.
Let's see, that was, I believe, Brushfire is the one that get to do Transwarp.
Yeah, Brushfire.
I will technically need to run this multiple times. We are only going to run it once tonight. I will probably run it again on Wednesday to get the other piece. Are you here?
Yeah, I am. Don't put me in the asteroid. Okay.
Metreon gas has a 4-kilometer
Oh,
blast.
it actually worked. What do you know?
What?
Good. All
I blew up a
solid
Metreon gas cloud and it actually took out one of the enemy ships. Like it's supposed to.
Local conditions are blocking long-range sensors. The sonar have no idea.
So I have multicolored disruptors on my ship.
Yellow and green.
Uh,
Okay, I have blue and red phasers right now.
I served with Martok in the Dominion War.
Supposed to be more patrols around somewhere.
oh, the red beam is the anti-proton Omni behind on my rear. I still need to. I'm gonna need 2 Omnis. I don't know what I'm gonna have to get it crafted, which means I need some money. Gonna have to start doing things to get some creds. Maybe if I dance on a mailbox? Does that work in this game? I know it works in other games.
Only one game in particular. All the way back by this point.
Who? What?
I died.
Oh.
I'm working on my reps like you are to try and get better stuff, but I'm a little ways off yet.
The crafted stuff we have to make ourselves on stream.
Yeah, that's one of our rules.
So I mean, there is an argument to be made that, hey, we got help from a fleet mate, and that's one of the reasons why joining a fleet is beneficial. However,
it would be too easy for us to cheat, because we could put a whole bunch of stuff in the fleet bank and grab it out and just be like, oh, we got help.
I got a sugar daddy.
I gave myself 1 billion EC. I mean, I got it out of the fleet bank, you know.
Or I got a sugar mama. I don't know. Either way works. Mem want to be my sugar daddy? Is that what he's saying?
That's what it sounds like to me.
Soon, Bartok will be free.
I suppose I might be okay with it if a fleet mate, like during a stream, wanted to trade something to us. That way it's recorded on the stream how we got it. How would you feel about something like that?
I mean, yes, but that could, I could see how that could still easily be exploited. What would prevent me from on my main giving to said fleet mate items that hey, on stream just give these items back?
Nice.
I don't know. It's to me not a huge problem. Eventually we will get stuff to be able to craft it ourselves or be able to buy it off the exchange.
Actually, a lot more concerned about trades
than
I am anything else, because we're not going to get trades from ships, and older ships that have already been released we can't reclaim, and those events, even if those events come back around, they're not likely to reward the same ships. So I think there's a lot of stuff there that we're missing, and I don't know how we're going to replace, what we're going to replace those with.
Ho! I'm picking up a sonar transmission from near the planet.
I mean, I don't know.
We can probably
I don't either.
By the time they report,
that's a unique problem that we're going to have to come up with a solution for.
Spotted by the sonar. Should we deal with them or
or find alternatives for, I guess. I mean, there are traits that you can buy. There are starship traits that are on the exchange and whatnot, and there are a few that are mission rewards. I get this battleship over here. Where are you at?
In the fiery ball of death.
No, that's not helpful.
You asked.
Did. Again, that's too many ships. Ferengi as a sugar parent. Yes, I guess.
I guess I never noticed what some of the ships that come in from being... I used the Nimbus distress call. And I'm pretty sure one of those ships is a was one of the Breen ships.
Oh yeah, there's a selection you can get when you call them in. We got to get that battleship, man. That battleship just hits way too hard.
I was trying to take away all the extra firepower from all the other ships, because one target versus, yeah. It was when they all started targeting me that I got wrecked.
I think the battleship is launching fighters. Somebody's launching fighters. Okay, the battleship's down. Yeah, it's definitely the battleship launching fighters. Wait.
Those ships won't
There we
miss.
go.
We should advance quickly.
Hey, there's a disruptor induction coil for you.
I see that. As I equip it immediately. And then save the loadout.
I haven't got anything good for my build other than the episode rewards. Okay, we gotta get in shuttle range.
Why, every time I look at this, if that list would always stay the same, please. Just make it alphabetical or something. I don't care. I just get tired of when I do the drop down to choose a bridge officer to take down, it's always in a different order every time. Just pick alphabetical for us so it's the same. It'll be simpler for you all to code. And
look, we're prisoners, but I'm still pink.
See all those turrets? If you step out of line, they are prepared to remind
you want to
of
talk
your
about
place.
quality of life changes? That is the change I want.
They don't have enough people to do that.
5 more lifers.
Well, then stop asking questions on Twitter. If there's one thing you can change about a ship, what would you change to improve it? And that doesn't. Here, let me pull up the tweet exactly.
Other than more DPS.
Yeah, other than more DPS, it was. If you could have the next ship you fly do one thing better your current ship builds that is not more DPS, what would it be?
Watch
cloak effects. I would like some different cloaking effects.
Some people wanted there's the one of those fighters that you can have that take a holographic appearance to mimic enemy ships. Someone wanted that ability for the ship itself, and I was like, that's not a terrible idea. I mean, it's not. Well, it wouldn't hurt things really.
Prisoners to the back wall for processing.
I actually think
Move along, convicts.
doing something like that.
New prisoners. Not my concern.
Like if I were making STO today, I think I would have what your ship appearance looked like be separate from the stats of the ship.
There is no end.
Give you an opportunity early on to pick what
what stats you want. Like if you wanted a 4-4 weapons layout or a 5-2-1 weapons layout, put certain restrictions on it, but let you build, the type of ship you want, and then have what your ship looks like be a skin, and that's what you're purchasing is a skin.
I'm new.
They've tied so much though to layout, like one with your weapons being whether it be 5-3, 5-2, yada yada.
Give me a reason to break you, Ptah.
I don't know. I get what you're saying. I kind of like that thought. I don't think at this stage that they would go for that.
Well, no, I kind of feel that it's hardwired into the game the way it is. I'm just saying if I was building this game brand new today, that's a change that I would make. But I would also separate out your rank from your level. I would keep those two things separate.
Make the rank closer to like a rep type thing, where you have to grind or work your way up in your rank, different from your level.
Yeah, that's exactly how I would do it. I don't know if I would do it like the same rep system they have right now. Maybe almost like a set of missions that are specific to earning a rank.
If I'm to, there's nothing.
Something like that. Martok. I'm so glad they brought Martok back.
I'm just glad they brought the Pink Panther in.
Oh, I can't skip that one.
Nope.
Yeah, like let you design your ship and have a way, whether it's paid or something you can do in the game or whatever, but have a way to change it. So if you ever want to like try a more cruiser type build with a 4-4 layout, give you the ability to do that. But then again, the appearance of the ship would be entirely separate, and the stuff in the Zen store would be cosmetic changes. Like you can buy this appearance for your ship.
Well, or what about you can buy the ability to have intel seating in one or two of the slots.
Who's this?
Or something like that.
This is Rodek.
Well, and I don't see why you couldn't do that the same way they do bridge officers. Like, you can technically give a single bridge officer every specialization. And I don't see why you couldn't do that same thing with the ship.
Well, the reason they're using the ship to limit how much you can have instead of because let's say if you limit it based off bridge officer, you can have every bridge officer have a specialization or even multiple specializations. So
yeah, but I mean, every bridge officer can technically have every specialization, and then you just switch between them.
Well, what I'm saying is they're using the station slots to limit how many specializations a ship can have available. That they would need to change some coding there to instead say only 2 of your bridge officers can use specializations. Or something to that effect.
It'd still be limited on the ship. Like, each ship would have 2 stations that could be specialist. Maybe 1 4 and 1 2. You know, one commander slot and 1 lieutenant slot, or something like that. So it'd still be limited by the ship. It's just, you know, you could switch between I want to do an intel build, and then next week I want to do a command build, and next week I want to do miracle worker, and then those stations would switch accordingly. Or do a primary secondary, so you could actually have like your primary be intel and your secondary be miracle worker.
Actually, that would work. Make it so the ship has a primary secondary, and you can set up, say, a ship that has primary temporal, secondary intelligence, or vice versa, and that would set which is the commander or lieutenant commander seat, and the other one being the lieutenant seat. Though some ships do have two of the same spec seats, so
but like everything else, Cryptic does not have the manpower to make drastic changes like that to the system at this point in time. So we're kind of stuck with what we have. But you know, those would be good changes to make. Like if somebody ever makes another Star Trek MMO, or you know, STO2 miraculously becomes a thing, those could all be changes that would be good for the, you know, system.
STO2, the voyage home.
More account-wide unlocks. Like there's no reason for the reputations to be per character. There's just too many other games that do it differently nowadays. I mean, in WoW, all of your pets, all of your collectibles are all accounts. So again, STO could do something like that. And they don't take up inventory spot anymore in WoW, but they still do in STO. So that's a quality of life thing that they could fix.
STO2, the Wrath of Ambassador Kale.
This way. I don't think the regular attack on this ground set does enough damage. The secondary attack is really good, though. And the third attack is okay, although I really think the Terran Dagger might be better.
All enemies of the Empire will fall!
What am I doing here? What is it waiting on? I'm confused. There's still a marker here.
Not on my screen.
Alright, well, moving right along. Can't skip that either.
So it wouldn't let me out one door, so I went to the other corner and tried to run through the other door, and I still couldn't get there. I'm like, okay, well,
keep moving. We're almost there.
Because I was trying to run ahead.
Did you release your lightning?
Yeah. I've always released. This guy always releases lightning now.
That would be why it seemed like it lasted an extra long time. We must have overlapped a little bit.
Good to feel a blade in my hands again. Better to use it on my enemies.
Do.
It's time to evacuate. The elevator's offline. How will we escape?
We gotta hold them off until our help arrives.
I told Lady Sorella that I would bring you home.
Well, now that the Pink Panther's here, we can steal stuff. We're gonna steal everything. Where's the diamond? I'm here for the diamond. Oh, boo-hoo. He left when I leapt.
Ow.
Yeah, don't get pounded into the face.
That hurt a little bit.
Good. I can use
I'd like to know what the heck's going on with the unit frames. Is it just me, or has the unit frames just stopped?
What do you mean? Oh, if you hit escape to pull up the menu and then send the menu away, it will come back.
Now I know why
that seems silly.
Well, it is, and clearly there's a feature there that they probably did not intend to give us, but We've lost Thrak.
Oh no, the healer's down.
Where is he? I don't even see him.
I got him.
Fight on! Send them all to Grethor!
They probably need to get some better gear. So, since we can reclaim that Kumargi said, there's no reason not to just do that for all of my captains or all my bridge officers, right?
Yeah, that's true. You could probably make that happen. They can use everything except the kit. The kit model.
Yeah, they'd all have a 3-piece.
Oh, we still got more bad guys.
Enemy forces are larger than we expected.
I'm just gonna back right on out of that cone. And then I'm gonna laugh as I watch a giant Zenkethi person fly around the room. Like he
4,000 throats. I have no idea what that means.
We've slit 4,000 throats.
I'm guessing that's
impressive.
I don't remember getting that one before. That's an unusual accolade.
Makes me I'm now curious what that accolade is. Oh hey.
Oh, there's the boss. Alright, I'm gonna hit everybody with lightning.
Wait, is that part of the set?
Come and add your name
what?
to the list.
What you just did.
The pink lightning is. The blue lightning is from the Sompac lightning kit module.
Ah.
Which is from the door.
Ah, come on. I'm waylaying this dude. I'm just... Come on, buddy. Yeah, you want to go melee? I'm a bad kitty. Get up my sword.
Brian's voice in my head. Alright, I think we're done.
Yes, we are.
I will take Martok with me.
Is it? Oh, there we go. It was delayed. Yes, features, not bugs.
There is no... The blood of my heir is on your blade.
Look at all the enemy ships.
Oh, my shields are back up, which means I'm not cloaked anymore. Silly.
It will barely stain my blade.
There are some things I
Say them to my face if you have a spine.
Do. Some things I really...
We keep trying to talk over each other. You go ahead.
It's fine. It's fine. There's some things that bug me about, you know, I cloak, then they're like, oh, hey, here's a chat message. Because you can't communicate while you're cloaked, we're going to decloak you.
Which we actually know that's not true. But, whatever.
We are still close friends with the Dominion. You would be wise not to anger them.
What do you know?
Why are the Sona here?
Other than the taste of their boots on your lips.
Because the Sona are... Sona a problem.
General Rodick, we have much I do hope you have my
I don't know.
with you.
I'm getting wrecked in a cutscene while I'm trying to hit escape to get out of it. Problem.
I'm gonna do a barrel roll to try and get out of here.
These aren't pilot ships. Oh no! Oh no! There's a artillery thing. Get away from it!
One still alive has killed Torn in battle. The Char wins. Congratulations, gentlemen.
I'll call in some help. That should help.
All the help.
Yeah, I still died, but I did get my help, my fleet support to come in. So that might help. So much death.
It might have been a bad thing to do. Don't mind me, I'm pissing everybody off. Means I'm gonna die here soon.
Yeah, I mean, we're not tanks yet.
I was like, oh wait, no, don't do fire at will. Don't do it. I can't take the hits.
I'm trying to pick off the stragglers here.
I probably should change that bridge officer ability to something else.
I'm on the dreadnought.
I'm trying to drain it.
Yeah, he's launching fighters. Although that, whoever launched that lightning thing blew up the fighters. He's down. There we go. Cheers. Yeah, we wanted to run that other mission. We're going to be ending here shortly. I just wanted to make sure Greenberg
A long one.
Equipment. I know you want to go watch the show.
Okay, leave the briar patch. Oh.
Alright, leave the briar patch.
Imperial politics at this level are seldom boring.
Get the Omni Beam, because that'll get me the disruptor. Oh, the console comes from something else. Oh no, the console's a separate... I guess I didn't realize that it was just a reward. It wasn't just... It wasn't... yeah. That's handy. That is a handy thing to note. There we go. I now have a Omni on the rear that is disruptor.
Well, there, my ship is looking a little better. Still needs work, but it's a little better.
I need some more consoles to help balance things out, but this is definitely a move forward.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching the show. Next week, we are going to be highlighting the event that starts tomorrow, which is Hold the Line at Pavo. And here in 5 weeks, we are going to do our 2-week 2-year celebration, which will include some PvP matches. So if you want to join in, this is just for fun. None of us are expert PvPers, but if you would like to join in, just let us know. You can contact us in game, or you can find other contact information at fleetactionreport.com. And as always, I will see you out there.
Live long and prosper.